Okay, let me record this class also. So we have explained up to variable enumerator. Okay, now one of the requirement is, suppose I have a Excel file. In that I have the multiple Excel sheets. Okay, now I want to load the data from those Excel sheets into the SQL table. Okay, so I want to load the data from an Excel file in which it contains multiple sheets of data. Okay, let us say 4 sheets of data, and I want to load those multiple sheets of data, okay, into my SQL table as a destination. Okay, then this is one of the interview question, how we can do that. Okay, so one of the ways we can use a variable enumerator. You can use a variable enumerator, and using the script task you can create an array list. Okay, and instead of hard coding the values, earlier we have specified the names inside a array list. We have specified the names, no? So instead of names you can try the Excel sheet names. You can try the Excel sheet names. So here, so here, so when you are creating the Excel file, no, so when you are creating the variable, or when you are creating this script task, okay, variable enumerator, when you are creating the array list, okay, you can specify the list of Excel sheet names in the variable enumerator. Okay, and take a data flow task inside the variable, inside the container, take a data flow task and change the Excel file. Excel file name will be same, connection will be same, but we have to just change the sheet name, no? So that sheet name we are processing from this variable. Okay, we are sending the sheet name through this variable. So you try this one today. So this is one of the interview question: how to pass the Excel sheet data, multiple Excel sheet data into the SQL table by using a single task. Okay, so by taking the help of variable enumerator, inside the variable enumerator, okay, uh, we are creating array list now. So inside that array list, instead of specifying the hard coded values, okay, we can go and give the Excel sheet names. Okay, and take a data flow task inside the for each container, take a data flow task and change the sheet name. Okay, so while creating the connection, take the sheet name from this variable. That's it. Okay, so can you try it today? Or if you are not able to do that, I will show you tomorrow one more time.
Okay, sir.
So let us go for so let me go for another enumerator, that is how we can loop through the data present in an XML file. Okay, how we can loop through the data present in an XML file. So if you want to loop through the data, we have to go for this node XML node list enumerator. We have one enumerator called XML node list enumerator. So when you are creating the variable list, array list, okay, so here you can go and specify the Excel sheet names. Instead of specifying the hard coded values, here you can go and specify the Excel sheet names. That's what. Okay, now let me close this, cancel it. Okay, so this is about variable enumerator. Now let me take one more container. let us go for open this for each loop container and let us see the list of next one collection. So we have file enumerator. So we completed up to variable enumerator. Okay. Now let us go for node list enumerator. So if you want to loop through the XML data, XML file, then you have to go for. So in XML file only we have this nodes. Okay. Then we have to go for use this node list enumerator. If you want to loop through the data present in an XML file, we have to go for this. Now let me show you some sample XML file. So let me go for some merge. Inside the merge, let me take some sample XML file. So we have the merge result.xml. Let me see what is the data. So you can see we have some XML file here. Okay, and I want to loop through the records of these elements of this XML. Then go to this. Okay, now let us select the source. Okay, let me select the source file. So my source data is present inside a file. Let me select the file connection. Now let me go for new file. Let me create a connection to the XML file. So is it existing file? Yes. Okay. Let me take this file. Okay. So I have taken the source file. Now do you want to loop through the node text? Yes, I want to loop through the node text. And which data you want to loop through? Now let me go for, you can see here we have multiple options. So if you want to loop through the node text, you can go for this node text. Now my in this XML file we can go and see that. So my parent root name is catalog. Okay, and the child sub child node name is book. Okay, so book 1, book 2, book 3, like this. Okay, so if you want to loop through the node text, you can go and specify. So I want to loop through the catalog, that is the parent node name, and I want to loop through all the child nodes, then just to specify the parent name. Okay, now let me go and see what will happen. Okay, so here let us go and see in this. So we have specified just a catalog. Okay, now let me see that how the data will be and what data will be captured. So it is containing the catalog data. So node to text. So let me see. Let me put it inside a string. So let me go for variable. Okay. So let me go for variable XML data. Let me see whether I'm putting in a string object. So index 0. Now click on OK. Now I just want to display that value. So let me use the script task. Let us see what value I will get. So let me go for, I want to read the data present in which variable XML data. Okay, I just want to view the data. To display the data in a pop-up window. So let us see which data it will give me. Okay, so I have specified the node text. So let us see whether it will give me the entire node text or one by one. So here we have the ID, author, title, genre, and price. No? So let me see what type of data it will give me if I directly select the node text. Okay. Now let me go for message box dot show. What value you want to show, that is value present in the variable. So dts dot variable, I can give the variable position since only one variable is there. Dot value. Okay. Dot value dot toString. Save it and build it. So build is succeeded. Let me close it. So let us see what will happen. So if I execute this, let us see whether it will throw me an error or it will give me the entire node text data, or it will give me the only the first column data. So now you can see it is giving me the entire node to text data. Okay. So since I have specified only the parent node name, okay, so you can see it is giving me the entire information. So like author name, okay, author name, title, okay, computer and price, and RAL screen. Okay, so it is giving me the entire table data, entire XML data in a file. Okay, in a single file. Now let me see if I want to loop through the let us see node text instead of node text collection. Let me go and specify the book 10 information. Okay, so I want to loop through the book 1 information, book of 1. Okay, so let us see what it will give me. So it will give me the first book information. Okay, then it will give me the first book information. So now you can see it is giving me the entire book information. Okay, but I want each information separately. I want each information separately, like author. Okay, author name. Okay, so I want this information, author name, title name, genre, price separately. I want to loop through the data separately. Then what can I do is I can go to this. So I have one more option, like I can go and give the, instead of node text, I can go and select the element collection. Okay, or let me see for element collection. Now you can see whenever I select the element collection, so these two are getting enabled here. These two are getting enabled here. Okay, now you can go and see these two are getting enabled here. When I select node text, you can see these two are getting disabled. Okay, or if I go and specify the node, let us see what, or let us see, we have started with no element collection. No? Let me select this. Okay, so element collection and specify here. Uh, we have specified the element collection of book 1. Okay, inner element type. Okay, means up to what level? Do you want to retrieve the all the column information, or do you want to retrieve only the book 1 author information? Okay, so then I can go and specify star here. If I want to retrieve all the element information, like we have 4 elements data no here, we have author, title, genre, price information. No? If I want to loop through all the elements data, okay, all the element data, then I have to go and specify here star. Okay, now let us see, it will give me each one by one. Okay, now let us go and put, so it will give me the each element information separately. Okay, Now let me go and put, let us say, new variable. I want to capture the author information. So let us go and see variable author. Okay, it is of string data type. Let it be. And here you can go and see the first information. I think it will be book ID. Okay, now let me go for it is index 0. I want to store it inside a new variable. So let us say variable book ID. Okay, like this. Now let me go for variable author and let me go for variable title. Okay, so I have retrieved first three information only. Okay, I don't want to retrieve all the columns. I just want to go for first three information only. Now let us go to this script task. Now let me take the variable book ID, variable title, and variable author. Author, book ID, and title. Remove this. Let me go for it. Author, book ID, and title is there. Okay. Now inside this, first of all, let me go for specify the book ID. Okay. So book ID plus DTS, and book ID is coming in which variable position, that is book ID is the second variable that was specified as DTS of variable 1. Okay. Now let me go for it. Let us press enter plus plus. Now let us say author variable 0, and let us go for title variable 2. Now let us go and see save it and build it. Now build is succeeded. Now let us go and see what it is doing. So let us see whether this will execute or not. So let us see if I am writing correctly or not. So I want to retrieve the all the information of book 1 separately, each element information separately. Okay, now you can see we are getting the book ID and author and title. So you are not getting the ID information. So we are directly getting the book 1 here. We have already specified the book 1 now. So here you can get see index 0 base, it is giving the author information and title and the type gender. So it is giving me these three information: author, title, and the gender information. Okay. So it is not giving me the book ID information since it is a title. Okay, it is giving me the only the element of this book, first book. Okay. So it is giving me separately the result. Now you can see. So here in this example for each loop container, what I have done is I have gone to the node list enumerator and I want to loop through the elements of particular book of 1. Okay, book 1 I have already specified, and I want to loop through the element collection and which all elements you want to retrieve. Yeah, we have four elements like author, title, gender, price. Okay, so star base I want to see the all the elements of book 1, and since there are four items, okay, I have taken only the first three. Now you can see it is giving me the 0 base. This is giving me the first element, that is author, title, and gender. Okay, like this. So this is how we can loop through the each and every item. Suppose if I if I want to loop through the all the elements, if I want to loop through the all the elements, then what I can do is I can just specify the book slash. Okay, so book catalog slash book slash. Okay, I'm not specified the book ID here. So then it will loop through all the elements of each and every book. Okay. Now let us go and see. Now let me correct this book ID, author, title. So here let me give the correct names. So since it is not giving me the book ID, so this is author name. Okay, this is title name. Okay, and this is header. Okay, type, book type. Let me give it as book type. Okay, save it and build it. Okay. Now let us see whether it will give me all the book information or not. Not only first book information, I want to loop through all the books. So now you can see it is giving me the first book information, author, title, and the book type. And after that, it is giving me the second book information. It is giving me the second book information, Ral Scheme, Midnight Train, and book type is fantasy book. And it is giving me the third book information like this. So this is how I can loop through the details of the XML file. And if you want to insert this data into the SQL table, you can go and use this execute SQL task and you can use the insert command. Okay, it will insert all the data into the table. Okay, like this. So that is the use of node list enumerator in order to loop through the nodes of the XML file. Node list enumerator. So we have one more enumerator, the last one, that is SMO enumerator, that is SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, so if you want to loop through the any server, any SQL server, then you have to go for this SMO enumerator. So let me show that. This schema rosette enumerator is to loop through the particular database information, particular database object. Okay, but we have one more enumerator called SMO enumerator is there. Go to the collection and here you can go and see we have one more enumerator called SMO enumerator is there. That is SQL Server Management Studio enumerator. So I can connect to any server and I can loop through that server objects. Like if I want to loop through the list of databases, now you can see it is just asking for server name. It is not asking for database name. Okay, which server data you want to loop through. This is my server name and what you want to loop through. Okay, in that server, click on browse. So in that server, what information you want to loop through. Now you can see we have, if you want to loop through the linked servers of this server, or you want to loop through the jobs or login IDs, or do you want to loop through any database objects. Okay, so you can go and see you have the list of databases. Okay, and we can loop through the for each and every database. If you want to loop through the, let us go for DB7, which is our latest one. Now if you want to loop through the objects of this DB7, or let us say store procedures, if you want to look to the store procedure information, you can go and select this. Okay, so once it is enabled base, you can loop through that. Suppose if I select a database name, it is not looping. We have to select under the database, we have to select one of the object. Let us say store procedures. Do you want to loop through the only the names? I can go and select this names. I can go and select this as names. Okay. Now let us see, I want to loop through the store procedure information, or do you want to loop through the linked server information? That also you can go and do that. Okay. Now let me select for the database I7. I want to loop through the names of the store procedure. Click on OK. Now get the data in a file here. Okay. So let me put that inside a, since we are getting the name information, no names of the store procedure, no? So I can create a variable, let us say variable store procedure, okay, store from names. I want to loop to the particular database name from names. Okay. Like now since it is a string data type, let it be okay. Now go to the, now I just want to display that by using this script task. Okay. Now let me go for it. So which data? So v underscore store procedure names. That it for it script. It says box dot show ts dot variables. Which variable? First variable data dot value dot to. Okay, like this. Let me save it and build it. Building succeeded. Close it. Okay, now let me go and execute this task. Let us see whether it will display with a list of store procedures present in the database. Now you can see we have an option to go and select any database here. Okay. So now you can see it is first of all showing me the system store procedure names. Okay. So ESP, these are all the, so it is giving me the all the store procedure names present in that particular SP underscore. These are all the system store procedure names. Okay, like this. So it will display all the list of store procedure names. So we have one more type here. When you go and see here in the collection, when you click on browse, so if you want to display only the names, you can go for and select this. We have one more type called object. Okay, so what this will do is it will display the store procedure name along with the schema name. Along with the schema name is object, including object. It will include the object name also. Let us go and see. Now I want to display, since it is giving me the object information now, I want to make this as store it in a, so let me store it in a different variable. Since it is now giving me the object information, so let us say sp name object. Let me give some name. I'll make this value type as, since it is giving us the object information, let me specify this variable as also as object. Okay. Now inside the script task, I want to display the variable, not this one. I want to display the variable underscore store procedure name object. Click on OK. Now let us go and see. So I just changed the from name to object, and I have changed the data type of the variable from string to object variable. Now let us see how the store procedure name will be displayed. It will be displayed along with the schema name also. Now you can see earlier only the store procedure name is coming. Now you can see along with the schema name also it is showing now. So every store procedure will be, now you can see this is a system schema name. Earlier DBO is, that is a for user created store procedures, it is giving the schema name as DBO, and for system store procedures, it is giving the schema name as SSIS. And we have one more thing here. We have one more thing called URN also is there. So what is this URN means? So it will give me the entire information starting from the server name, database name, schema name, dot object name. Okay. So it will give me the entire full information. If I select as URL, now you can go and see. It will give me the server name, database names, dot schema name, dot store position. Now you can see it is giving me the server name, Balaji PC, database name, DB7, store position name, SP, and entity schema name is equal to DB. So if you want to loop through the any server details, okay, then you have to go for this SMO enumerator. These are all the different options available in that SMO enumerator. We have names, objects, and UI. Yes. Okay. So this is about for each loop enumerator. Okay. And we have one more thing called for loop enumerator. Okay, what is this for loop enumerator will do is, so if you specify the maximum limit for I equal to 0, I plus plus, I less than or equal to 10. Okay. If you specify the maximum limit, okay, then the inside logic, whatever the logic you are using inside this, will execute that many times. Okay, will execute that many times. Let me show you. So let me declare one variable. So let us say variable I, okay, or variable a like that. Let me specify it as integer data type. And let me have the default value as 0. Okay. What is this for loop? Inside the for loop container, what I can do is, so we have declared a variable called variable a. So initiate expression. Okay. So for I equal to 0. So we can go and write for my variable name is variable a is equal to 0. And evaluate expression. That is, so evaluate expression is for I plus plus. Okay. Or evaluate. So evaluate means I think variable a less than or equal to 10. Okay. So variable a until your variable value becomes less than or equal to 10. Okay. Until the variable a value reaches 10, what you want to do? I want to I plus plus. I want to increment variable a equal to variable a plus like this. Okay. So for I equal to 0, I less than or equal to 10, then up to the a value, variable a value becomes 10, increment the variable a value to a plus 1. Okay. Now, whatever the logic you are writing, that logic will be incremented, will be executed 10 times. Okay. Now let us go and see. Let me write a simple logic. Execute SQL task. So let me create a table in the DB7. Table underscore ID. Let me have the ID. I'm just creating some table here. Okay. Now I want to insert the data into this table. So my table is present in the DB7. Let me go and write insert into table underscore ID values question mark. Okay. Now I want to pass the value for this question mark. Go to the parameter section. So whatever the value coming from this for loop container, So I have one variable called variable a. Okay, input log. Now let me give the parameter position as 0. Okay, so I want to insert the a value into this table. That's it. Now let me go and execute. Let us see how many times that logic will execute. So I value is equal to what I have written. So what I have written here, I have written variable a equal to what? So I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. Okay, it will start with 1 and until it reaches 10, it will execute that insert query 10 times. Okay, now let me go and execute this. So this is just a sample. Okay, in real time, we can go and use any logic if you want to execute multiple times for a particular n number of times. You can go and use this logic. Okay, now you can go and see in this table what is the data it is got inserted. So now you can see it is executed that insert command 10 times until the value becomes less than or equal to 10. That logic got executed. Okay. So if you have a maximum limit, how many times you have to execute? Okay, if you have a maximum limit, then you can go for this for loop container. Okay, if there is no maximum limit, then you have to go for each loop container. Okay, so this is about the containers. Or do you know about sequence container? Okay, so you know already we have already used the sequence container. Suppose if you want to execute two tasks independently at the time, my sequence container is very helpful. I can put those two tasks inside the sequence container and I can set the sequence. So this is about the containers. Okay. So why I have explained this for each loop container, each and every enumerator is, so there are some compulsory, some 2 or 3 interview questions will be there. Okay. So that's why we have explained. Now let me go for list of other tasks. So we have already explained about the analysis services execute DDL task. And in tomorrow class, I will start with CDC control task. Okay. But in today class, let us see some of the DBA tasks, important ones. Okay. Let me go and see the transfer database task. Okay. So these are all related to the DBA team, but let me cover some of the tasks which will be helpful for the developers also. Okay. Any doubt, Tarala? Okay.
Oh, no, sir.
So now let me go for this transfer database task. So in tomorrow class, I will start with CDC control task. But in today, so it will require some more than half an hour to explain this CDC. Now let me go for this transfer database task. So if you want to transfer a database from one server to another server, from server A to server B, if you want to transfer the entire database, then you have to go for this transfer database task. Okay. So let me go and see what is this transfer DB task. So I need two servers. Okay, in order to move the database from one server to another server. So first of all, I require two servers. Now I have one server with name Balaji-PC. Now, in order to get to the second server, what I have done is I have reinstalled the software one more time. Okay. Now let me go and connect to that second server. So my second server name is, now you can see I have one more server Balaji-PC MS SQL script. So in order to get this server, what I have done is I have reinstalled the software one more time in this laptop. Okay. Now I have two servers. So this is server A and this is server B. Okay. Now in the server B, let us see what are all the databases. Now we can see I don't have the db underscore size7 is not there. In the second server, I don't have the db underscore size7. Now you can see here I have the db underscore size. Now I want to move this database from server A to server B. Let us see how we can move that. So let me take the use of transfer database task. As the name suggests, we can transfer a database from one server to another server. So let me go and specify the source. So where is your database is present in which server? So I have to go and specify the server name. Only the server name. So this is my source server. Okay. And what is your destination server? So let me specify the server B name, that is apology-pc slash ms SQL second. Okay, now let us see whether it's server name or not. So apology-pc slash ms SQL second. Okay, so let me click on test connection. So I have specified the server A and server B. Now, what is the source database? Which database do you want to copy? And do you want to go for offline method, or we have two types of methods? One is offline method or online method. So let me take first online method. Okay, now you can see when I select online method, these two are getting disabled. If I select offline method, these two are getting enabled. Now let me show you online method first. Now after selecting online method, now let me specify which database you want to copy. I want to copy DB size. Okay. And after this, now you can see in the destination database name also automatically DB size7 is selected. Now where you want to copy? Where you want to copy? Okay. Now you can see here when you go and see select the source database files, it is giving me that. Now you can go and see. Let me. So what it is giving is your. So what it is specifying is it is taking the TB size7 LDF file, that is log file, and as well as it is taking the. So here we have some multiple NDF files. Okay. Now let me take any other database. So it is having n number of databases. NDF is it will have so many databases I have to copy. Not only MDF and LDF, it has so many databases. Now let me go for DB Mohan. Now let us see DB Mohan is present in the second database or not. Yeah, it is already present. Now let me take any other database. So DB Shashi. So is there in the first database or in the second database? Yes, that is not there. Okay. Let me select the DB underscore Shashi. Okay. Or let me select DB Sukhdev is compulsory, not there. Or let me say DB Shashi. It's okay. Now let me go for here also DB Shashi. Let me cancel it. So let me create a source connection and the destination connection server name. Now let me select the online method. Do you want to copy online method, or let me select the database name? Let us go for DB underscore Shashi. Okay, now you can see. So here also we have the NTF. So let me go for DB Sukhdev. Okay, now you can see DB Sukhdev will have only MDF file and LDF file. Okay, have only the MDF file and LDF file. Okay. So what it is doing is it is specifying the where is the MDF file and MDF file path it is specified. Now you can see C program files, Microsoft SQL Server, under that SQL Server some data folder. So this is the source database location. Source database MDF file and LDF file location. So by taking this task, that is the transfer database task, what we are doing is actually what is the physical location of this database. So here you can go and see the physical location of this database is C program files, okay, Microsoft SQL Server, okay, C, let me go for first one, C program files, and we have Microsoft SQL Server. Under this, by uh, this is SQL MS SQL. This is the default instance. This is the first server location. MS SQL, and we have the data folder. Here we have the DB underscore Sukudev. Let us go and see. We can see for the Sukudev, we are having the MDF file and LDF file. Okay. So by selecting this transfer database task, what we are doing is we are copying this MDF file from this location. Okay. So from this location, let me show you that. So what we are doing is we are copying the MDF file, okay, database MDF file from this location, okay. Where you want to copy? I want to copy to the second server, no? So here when you go and see that your source database, so MDF file, it is giving me the C program files, same path it is specified. Okay, we are copying the MDF file from this location. It is C program files MS SQL server name to which location? To which location means so Microsoft SQL Server. Now you can see we have one more instance for second server MS SQL second. We have one more folder here. Okay. Now you can see we have the second server database list here. So we are copying the DB Sukudev database from this location to this location. This is my source and this is the destination. Only thing difference is here up to this everything is same. Okay. So up to this everything is same. This is the first server name, that is server A, and this is the server B name. After this also everything is same. Okay. So we are copying this MDF file location from this location to this location. Similarly, LDF file location, we are copying the LDF file from this location to this location. That's it. That is the meaning of transferring the database. Okay. So here you can go and see this is what we are doing. So it is taking the database from this database MDF file and LDF file, and we are specifying the destination database files. Let me go for and specify here it as db underscore there. Okay. Now let us go and see. So this is your destination file name and where you want to copy. So here we have to just specify the. So here this is the first folder location. Here I have to change. Everything is same. So here instead of this place, this name place, I have to copy this name place. That's it. Okay. Only that is the difference. Okay. Or either you can copy this destination path, entire path, copy it and paste it here. Okay. Where you want to copy. Okay. That is I am giving the destination folder name. Okay. That's it. If the database is already present, do you want to overwrite it? Yes, I want to overwrite it. That's it. We have specified the server A and server B. and we have selected which database name, and it is automatically pointing the source database MDF file and LDF file location. And here I have specified the destination file, destination folder path. That's it. Now we can go and see that when I execute this, this is the online method. Okay? Online transfer database. So it will transfer the DB Sukhdev database, okay, from server A to server B. So let me see any other windows are open. I think some windows are open. Okay, let me close this. So it is still transferring the database from server A to server B. Now we can see it is successfully transferred the database from server A to server B. So let us go and see. So let me refresh the second server and let me refresh the database list. Now you can go and see we have DB Sukhdev is created here. Okay. So whatever the tables present in that, now you can see all those tables got transferred to second server. Okay, like this. So we are able to transfer the database from server A to server B by using the online method. By using the online method. Okay. Now let me use the offline method. Now let me go and delete the database again. So let me go and delete this database one more time from the second server. So I am deleting this database. Okay, now let me go for and write it one more time. So let me go for and take the offline method. Okay, now let me take the source and destination and let me take the offline method. Now let us go for source database name as db underscore Sukhdev. Okay. Now here only difference is earlier the source database MDF file and LDF file are automatically recognized. The path are automatically is recognized or specified. But here in this offline method, we have to specify both the source MDF file location and as well as the destination file location. We have to specify both. Okay, in this offline option. Now let me select, go and do select this, and here we have to specify the. Now you can see we have to specify the MDF file and LDF file network file share. So here we have to specify the source file location. So let me take this source file MDF file location and as well as LDF file location. That is MS SQL Server. That is the first instance folder. Okay. And here also let me go and specify the destination folder location. So here it is. Let us go and specify the destination folder location. Okay. So here we have to specify the destination folder location. And here also in the network file share path also we have to specify the destination file folder location. That's it. If the file is already present, database is already present, overwrite it. Okay. So we have specified the source and destination, and when I select offline method, I have to specify the path of the source file location also. Okay. Source database location, and also I have to specify the destination database file location. That's it. So this is a offline transfer method. Okay. Now we can go and execute this task. So now you can see it will go and transfer the database from server to server A to server B by using the offline. So it is taking some time. Now you can see we are able to transfer the database using the offline method also. Now you can go and refresh. Let us go and see. So let me go to the second server databases and let me refresh the list. Now you can see we are able to see the DB underscore Sikudev with the second server also. Okay. So like this, we can transfer the databases from one server to another server. Okay. Stop now.
Okay, sir.